Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Danu, and I will be leading our meditation this morning. This meditation is an example of visualization. So I invite you to close your eyes if you wish, or have a soft downward gaze. Let's just get in tune with our breath. So I invite you to visualize in your mind's eye the most beautiful place that you could imagine, your own personal slice of heaven. This may be a flowering meadow. This may be sitting by a river. This may be sitting on a mountaintop or sitting on the moon, watching the cosmos. Wherever your mind takes you, allow yourself to let the landscape unfold before your eyes. Take note of what's around you. Are there trees? Are there rocks? Are there birds, insects, mammals, plants you've maybe never seen before? Now take a moment, begin to walk around this space, taking your time, step by step. Allowing yourself to take in and appreciate all of the beauty around you. And as you keep walking, you come across a small treasure. This treasure is unique. It may be something you've seen before, or it may be something you've never seen before. It could be a shell on the beach. It could be a beautiful crystal given from the earth. It could be a bone from a fallen animal. Once you find this treasure, I want you to, in your mind's eye, pick it up. Look at it closely, observe it, appreciate it. And take a moment and hold this treasure to your heart. Feel your love connecting with it. Feel the conscious vibration of love that it shares with you too. All the while, remembering to breathe. Just take a few moments, connect with the energy of this treasure, this talisman. When you're ready, you can lower your hand from your heart, but hold this treasure with you. As you continue to walk through this space, you come across a path. It's a clear path with a clear direction, and you naturally follow it. As you walk along this path, take note of everything you see along the way, giving gratitude and appreciation. And eventually, you come across a bridge. The bridge may look different to each one of you, but it's strong, sturdy, supportive. And as you approach this bridge, take note of what's under the bridge. Maybe a river or a stream, maybe a canyon or a deep valley. When you're ready, go ahead and step onto the bridge, taking your time, step by step, feeling the breeze tickle your skin, feeling the sun or the moon beaming down upon you. You continue along this bridge. As you reach the other side, you notice there's a small table, an altar. Go ahead and walk up towards the altar. Have a seat at the altar, if you will. And notice that all of your sacred items, sacred talismans, sacred photos of loved ones are all present at this altar. This altar was set up specifically and perfectly for you. It has all that you could need. As you take a moment seated at this altar, you become aware of a vast presence. This presence is all of your ancestors being present there with you, guiding you, supporting you, loving you, lending their energy and their attention to you for this moment. On this altar, you see a candle and a match. Go ahead and strike the match and light the candle. And the treasure that you've been carrying, hold it to your heart once more. And as you hold it to your heart, silently to yourself, speak your prayer, your affirmation, your calling into this treasure. It may be simple or complex. What do you desire to create, to attract, to call into your experience? Taking a few deep breaths as you continue to hold this treasure to your heart, affirming your prayer. When you're ready, bring your other hand to meet this hand in prayer position at your heart space, holding this treasure in between both. As you take another breath, bring your hands up to your mind's eye, to your third eye. I want you to visualize this prayer answered, this prayer come to fruition. Already feeling gratitude for its presence in your life. When you're ready, I want you to place this treasure upon the altar. Take a moment to thank your ancestors, the ancestors of your bloodline, the ancestors of the earth, the ancestors from every direction. When you're ready, you may stand up from the altar, taking one more look before you turn back. As you turn back, begin to walk towards the bridge. And as you walk across the bridge, celebrate this truth, celebrate this answered prayer, express gratitude as you feel the breeze upon your skin again, and the sun or the moon beaming its light upon you. Reaching the other side, returning to that first slice of heaven. Returning to the place you started. Go ahead and have a seat. Take 3 deep breaths in. For the next couple minutes, just go ahead and enjoy some sacred silence as you sink this experience in, integrate it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Can relax for the next few minutes, and our music will begin soon.
Great morning and welcome to Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Radiant and this is
Sister V.
And this is
Kevin.
And this is
Alice.
And we are all grateful members of your Joy Note song leading team. If you will please rise, we'll sing a couple songs. Dancing is optional, but you could totally do it.
And this is not only a song, but an affirmation. Okay?
Yeah.
Sing it as so.
I can see clearly now
the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone, and all of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is a rainbow I'm praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, oh bright, 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 sunshiny day.
And so if you'll please turn to your neighbor and greet them.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
If you're at home, this is that great opportunity to think of all of those people that you need to contact that you
I'm glad you're
love. Or if you're in the house with people you love, give them the love for me or for you. Love is the greatest thing. Let's do it.
Let's do
Get the
it.
short one.
So I'll say mine.
And now if you'll return to your seats, we'll sing our second song.
Even better. Like this. I'm gonna get some shoes. I like
We
this.
are one mind.
We are one heart, one in love and light. And we are one mind. We are one heart, one in love and light. We are one mind, and we are one heart, one in love and light. We are one mind, and we are one heart, one in love and light. We are one mind, we are one heart, one in love and light. We are one heart, one in love and light.
And so it is.
so
If
it
you'll
is.
please
Thank you.
silence all your devices now and just pause to sit back in this beautiful space. And thank you for coming to celebrate this beautiful Sunday with us.
I'm wearing a couple hats today, but that's all good. And we had a wonderful meditation this morning by Danu, one of our practitioners today, and he is our practitioner of the day. And as he was giving that meditation, I was envisioning this light within me, with this light that I was holding, because he asked us to take a treasure. And I took this treasure, and it was my light. And my light was hidden a little bit. And I wanted to expand that light. And so a few of you have missed me a few weeks. I've been here in spirit, but I appreciated all your love and well wishes and blessings as my transition of my father went a few weeks ago. And as I think about that light that I was wanting to share and had been hidden for a while, and just give that to you all, because that's what I feel like. I mean, I just want to spread that light, and that's why I'm here at the center. That's why I study these things called the science of mind principles, because it inspires me to give that light, to share that love, because it is all really just love, and love is all there is. And just remember that all these songs we sing, incorporate that into your day, incorporate that into your spirit, and just let it be. And I just, I just want to welcome you here in the center, welcome you here in spirit. If you're not in the center, if you're watching via the internet in another day, another time, whatever it is, that wherever you are, I want you to know that we love you from all of our hearts. And without you, we would not be. All of us are connected, whether we're here in spirit, in true form, or whether we are not here. And recognize that. And I recognize that as all this stuff, the transition of my father and everything. And I recognize, because I talk to him every day. And I recognize that we are just in this realm, and there's another realm that we go to. And I just welcome you to dive more into this teaching. And as I go about that, I want you to listen to one of our global visions, okay? We envision a world where personal responsibility joins with social conscience in every area of political, corporate, academic, and social sectors, providing sustainable structures to further emerging global consciousness. And basically, that's a whole lot of words to say. We need to get ourselves together and just love one another so this whole world works together. Does that make sense? And today I just want to welcome our band. But first of all, I want to say our topic today is by Reverend Linda, our beloved Reverend Linda, The Power of Vision. And that's so inspiring, the power of vision, because when you see something and you believe it, you can achieve it. Okay? And today's music is the house band featuring Matt Treader, Mo Schneider, Paul Worcester, and Marty Weisbarth. And before that, we're going to go into a little song. We're going to go into a little, tone for the day. Donnie's going to come up and give us some, warm words. And we're going to sing a little song called We Are One. Thank you. I got so excited. You guys, thank you for being here.
We are one. We are one. I am you. You are me. We are one. And in this unity
unity. We all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come.
And peace has come.
For we are one.
Good morning, everyone. It's delightful to see all of your beautiful faces, and thank you to everyone joining us from home. My name is Danu. I am a practitioner here, part of our team, and I'm going to give an affirmative prayer, or treatment as we call it. So I invite you to, when you're ready, close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze. Let's take a few breaths together. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in again, and out, in once more, and let it go. So there is one mind, one power, one love, one source of all that is. This source, it is all-encompassing, it is all-inclusive, it is ever-present, ever-giving. This source is love itself, always seeking expression. This source is the source of intelligence and intuition. It is the source of our highest, greatest good. This source knows no limits. It is pure potentiality. It is the energy of creation. It is the same energy that creates worlds. And as a piece of this one great life, I know that I too am an expression of this source, this life force energy. It informs me, it guides me, and all of its qualities are innately part of who I am at my core. And just as I know this truth for myself, I know this truth for every person here. We are all sacred expressions of the divine, all guided by these qualities. And as the expressions of Source that we are, I know that we are guided towards our greatest, highest good, that the infinite good of love expresses through each and every one of us in each moment, that we allow ourselves to be guided to the highest vision for our life, for our greatest potential, for our greatest fulfillment. This vision comes to us with ease, with grace, with joy and excitement. We tap into this excitement, we channel it, we use it as the jet fuel to propel our dreams into reality, to guide our actions. We are always divinely guided to right action. We innately know what is best for us. We allow ourselves to choose that path right here and now and every day. So in gratitude, I celebrate this truth. I celebrate each and every one of us here, knowing our sacred divine perfection and how it is expressed and reflected in this world, in each of our lives, as we love each other and touch each other's hearts. Knowing the power of my word, I release it now into the creative law of mind, and so it is.
Thank you, Danu. Now, we have this thing called affirmation. And these affirmations are monthly. And what it is, you speak these affirmations as though they are true. And so I'll say it once, and then if you would like, you can say it with me the second time. The main affirmation of this month is because I know the truth of as within, so without, I am consciously open and curious with my own inner landscape. I live from my true values and create space for authentic self-expression. Together? Because I know the truth of as within, so without, I am consciously open and curious with my own inner landscape. I live from my true values and create space for authentic self-expression. And once again, let me introduce our talk for today is The Power of Decision by Reverend Linda. And our music today, once again, is by the house band featuring Matt Treader, Mo Schneider, Paul Worcester, and Maddie Weisberg. Give them some love, you guys. Take some deep breaths and relax into this.
My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am
Truly open up your hearts today. Open them so you can receive this talk, this message. Let it inspire you.
is ready
Let it fill your spirit.
to receive.
Opening to spirit. Opening to the one, the all that is. The all that is within us. Let us open our hearts and just receive the goodness that is already there.
Aware. I am really awake now. That's okay, it worked. From a safe space of knowing who I am and whose I am. I honor this weekend. I honor this time, this Memorial Day weekend. By remembering that in 1866, a group of 4 women in Columbus, Mississippi, set about decorating the graves of Confederate soldiers. And when they finished, they noticed the undecorated graves of the Union soldiers. And realized they had family too. And they set about making wreaths and decorating those graves as well. In the words of my dear friend, Reverend Jim Stark, from this place of peace and love, let us recognize all those who have fallen on all sides in a hope for peace. They were all our brothers and sisters. Let us on this weekend take a moment to bless all those who have given their all. The ultimate sacrifice for an end to suffering. And let us set aside our differences to grieve. Grateful for all that is and has been and will be. I let go and allow love and peace to fill my heart, to flow into the world, to all with whom I come in contact. And I let it be so. And so it is. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, house band, for the beautiful music you offer us, the gifts you give us. I'm experiencing whiplash. It was just like yesterday that I started this month with the first talk, and we're already at the fourth talk, and the month is already almost over, and I don't know how that happened. It's like, I mean, really, people, Saturday is June. When did that happen? We're closing out the month with the theme that we've had of good to great to grand, the idea of moving from the center of our being, from the center of who we are, from the goodness that we are, into greatness, into the grand experience of the entire world together in all. Everything that is, literally, everything that is, started as an idea in somebody's mind, started as a thought, started as a twinkle in the eye in my case, but started as an idea that got moved into the experience of life. These things didn't just appear out of nowhere. They came through the idea of somebody who put them together, who had somebody else take the plans and put that together and make it. And this is how the whole universe works. We are all building where we live right here and right now, through our thoughts, through our ideas, through what we think, through what we say, and through what we do, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Because as Dr. Holmes is quoted as having said at one point in time, and it's not recorded in any of his books, but apparently was in a conversation with a friend, inspiration without perspiration is simply hallucination. If we don't do something with the ideas that inspire us, if we don't take them somewhere, if we don't put legs on them and let them walk, they're just dust in the wind, as songwriters wrote years ago. But this is the journey of our soul, the journey of our soul from self to the world to the universe. This is how we do this. And we start out as infants, having been part of our mother's body, and we think we're connected to everything. We are born thinking we're connected to everything. We're born thinking everything we touch is us. And then the first 20, 30 years of life are us finally learning that no, everything I touch is not me or mine, if we're wise and grow up, that is. We discover that everything is not me or mine. And then we spend the next 30 years realizing that everything is connected, and we go back to that original idea we had when we popped out of the womb. It is a circle from within to without, back to within again. And you go, well, that's a sweet idea, and what does it mean? It means that everything I do has an impact. It's had an impact since the time I tried to touch my toes as an infant to me trying to touch my toes now as an adult. It has an impact and I can, by the way, but I'm not going to do it on camera, okay? Ask me later, I'll show you. But our essential nature is to find and explore our values and then to put them into work. And oftentimes we head off on this journey of discovering all these other really cool things without figuring out what we really value. Am I doing this because it feels good or because I value it? Am I doing this because my folks said I should or because I value it? Am I doing this because my friends will make fun of me if I don't? Or because I value it? We have so much input in us. I mean, when I was growing up, we had a lot of input. I can't even imagine being a teenager now with all of the multimedia, social media, things that are going on. Our attention span has gone from 6 minutes to 37 seconds, literally. It's been clocked. We are all ADHD right now, or at least ADD, because we can't focus long enough to stay with something. We have come one step at a time from the center of our being to today. And we keep unfolding that in everything we do. And today we're going to explore what it is to be in community. We've been looking at what do we value, how do we take steps towards it, what do we do to incorporate it in our lives, but today, how do we include everyone? And I thought it was so beautiful when I read Jim's treatment this morning, my friend Jim Starks, that I used in the meditation, that when we honor veterans, those who have died, we need to honor all who have died on both sides. They are all our family. They are all our brothers and sisters. They were all working for what they thought was peace. And this is what we're called to learn in the idea of the oneness that V was so beautifully talking about earlier. We have to have a sense of what it means to really be one. One with the homeless person on the street. We were having soup for the soul on Thursday, and this fellow came to the door with his backpack and all, and said, I saw this place, Spiritual Living, and I was just curious what it is. And they said, and it was right at the beginning of the soup, and we invited him in, and he sat down, and what he shared with us about his journey was profound. And he saw the sacred in everything. He says, I drink Mountain Dew, not for the stuff that's in it, but because it's green. And he says, that's the heart chakra. And he says, when I can sit and quietly drink a Mountain Dew, I'm feeding my heart chakra in my head, and everything around me turns to love. Well, okay, class is over now, but I mean, it was beautiful. This beautiful man showed us how much we have in common with everybody, how much we have in common with the world. There's a line, today's talk is the power of vision, which is, when we put our values together, we need to have a vision of where those values are going to take us. That's the whole idea of this. When I know what my values are, they should be leading me in a certain direction towards an outcome that is going to make me stronger, wiser, more loving, more compassionate, more connected to everything in the world. And in the book of Proverbs, the line says, without a vision, the people will perish. When we have no goal, when we have no true north, when we have no idea of what good really is for us, we have no compass, and we just go in circles. We need to believe in something and to give it our all and to embrace it with all that we have. If we have no driving principle, we are aimless. Now, there are some days when it's just kind of cool, especially here in Lane County, to take a road trip and just kind of drive where the road, let's try that road today and see where that can be incredibly fun. But that's not how I want to live my life. That's not how I shared the other day. I read something years ago, and it really was like, to me, it was, I do not want to come to the end of my days having been a tourist. I want to give myself to life. I want to roll up my sleeves and dig in the dirt. I want to play in the sunshine. I want to embrace other people and learn new things and grow, constantly be shooting down roots and reaching out branches where I am learning who I am. The young woman who's a minister in this teaching who did the outlines this month, I look at the outlines and I go, oh yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that gives me some seed points to leap off from and do what I want to do. But her words have been so brilliant that I really want to share them with you. Both individually and collectively, we must begin to create systems and frameworks that support the self-actualization of all. It is through application and practice that transformation truly happens. When I have a vision, if all I've got is a vision, it's just hallucination, as Dr. Holmes said. If I don't put perspiration into it, if I don't put action into it, if I don't move toward the vision, if I don't take teeny tiny baby steps, how small they might be, occasionally a giant leap, but I constantly need to have the sense of where I'm going in front of me, so I can take a little side trip and come back because I know where I'm going. But I need to have a sense of being moving towards that, of being drawn by it. Michael Beckwith often says, are you being pushed by pain or pulled by vision? I'd rather be pulled by a vision than pushed by pain. But the thing of it is, if I have a vision and don't follow it, I will ultimately be pushed by pain. It happens to all of us. This is in the Buddhist way, the suffering of life. Suffering is here always. It's how we respond to the suffering and what we do with the suffering. Do I learn from the suffering, or do I stop and build a camp there and decide this is my lot in life and this is how I must live? Oh, Dr. Costa, Dr. Tom used to talk about in his bookstore. He said, we have martyr kits in the bookstore. He says they are 2 slices of Velcro. One goes on your forehead, one goes on the back of your hand, so that you don't get your arm tired while you're doing this, But this is what we have to do. If we don't feel the pull of the vision and follow the pull of the vision and walk the pull of the vision, we are going to be pushed by pain inevitably in some way, shape, or form. So we've come now to the idea of creating space for all of us. My dream, oh golly, I had so many dreams. I owned a bar for 12 years, and I know some of you get tired of hearing me talk about it, but there is a community in a neighborhood tavern that does not exist in a whole lot of places in the world. And for 12 years, we created space where people could be who they were within reason. We were one of the few bars that actually 86 people for getting in fights and doing ugly things, and we didn't allow that. And so it became a really safe space, and we didn't have bouncers because our entire community was the bouncer. Sorry, sir, you don't need to be here. And they would walk them out. We were a community. I wanted to build community. That was I think being a little girl who was raised in the country with no neighbors, I wanted community more than anything. And so I wanted to build community. And so I built that bar to create community. And then I found this teaching, and I realized that what I was doing was what I wanted to do was follow this teaching, was take this teaching and build a community around that. And my primary vision was empowerment, because so many of us do not realize how much power we have within us. We have such incredible power within us, but we don't believe it. We don't own it. We don't take advantage of it. We don't let it guide us. I literally found religion by quitting smoking. Because when I quit smoking after 25 years of smoking and smoking heavily, I thought if I could do this, I could do anything. I suddenly went, I can do anything. You go to 12-step meetings, and a whole lot of 12-step meetings, and I don't want to put any 12-step meetings down. They are wonderful. There are a whole lot of people who have managed to quit drinking or doing drugs, but they're still smoking. It's the one thing that is, it's just there. And so I'm still 37 years later. If I took one puff, I know I'd be smoking again. I'm a dry drunk smoker. That's what I am. But in doing it, I've managed for 37 years to not do that because I created a safe space for myself. And that's what I realized I wanted, was not just empowerment, but a safe space for everybody to find their power. I need a community to be a safe space where you can be homeless, or you can be rich, or you can be angry, or you can be sad, or you can be young, or you can be old. You can be anything you are, and that's okay. It's safe to be you. And that's the power of vision, to have a place where I can hold something for people. Ralph Waldo Emerson, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. The world is trying to constantly make us someplace else, somebody else, something else. My thought is I really would like this to be a place where all of us can commit to the idea that it's safe for everybody to be everybody. It's safe for everybody to be who they are, to like what they like and not like what they don't like and still feel loved and accepted. That's my vision. We have to feel safe. In this world today, with everything that is going on, there has to be a place where we feel safe. And I keep going back to my beloved Carol Knapp, beautiful practitioner who was here when I arrived and passed away right after the beginning of COVID, not from COVID, but just she was in her late 80s and it was her time. And she used to say, we're not like-minded people. We're like-hearted people. We don't all think alike. We don't all believe the same things. But we have the same level of compassion and love for one another, to allow one another to be who they are, to move through their vision, to create a space where everybody is safe to take baby steps in the direction of their vision and receive support, or at least not derision, from anybody around them. The young man who came to join us yesterday, Jeremy, or Thursday, reminded me we're immersed in the sacred at every moment. A bottle of Mountain Dew can be a sacred tool if you look at it right, if you see the green of the heart chakra in it. If you discount the chemicals and just say, you know what, this is how I anchor in my heart. Just be with it. Just be with what is in front. Mindfulness is being with what is without having to change it. Mindfulness is being with what is and discovering what is going to do. My vision pulls me in a specific direction. My mindfulness keeps me on track. Am I working towards empowerment? Am I working towards safe community? I'd like to think it's both. I'd like to think there's a place where people can find their power and move towards their dreams, their vision. Be who they came here to be. It is never too late to be who you came here to be. The fact that you're still with us means you're still working on that. It's what, I'll close with this truism. You know how you still got work to do? You're still alive. That's basically it. But let's look at it as play. We still have play. We still have things to learn and ways to grow and life to live. 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 We're centers for spiritual living. Yeah. So get out there, people, and live and have a beautiful, 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 beautiful day. I would like to call up the song leaders and the ushers. And we have on the screen here different ways that you can give. That's mainly for those who are online, but if somebody here wants to scan, you literally can scan that with your phone's camera and it will take you to a place where it allows you to donate. And so you can be donating with us even though you might not be in the room. You can also text to give, use our Breeze app or PayPal. Our center is here to be a safe space for all of us to learn how to be who we came here to be. And we do that by generous donations from you who support us as we do this work in the world, in the community, to create a stronger sense of wholeness and peace and love wherever we go. So please take, if you're giving today or not, just put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I bless this gift,
I bless this gift,
knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
knowing it is the circulation of divine good,
and it comes back to me,
And it comes back to me.
pressed down,
Overflowing.
overflowing,
and
multiplied.
And so it is.
Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
And so it is, and now we're truly blessed because we have another song by the house band.
That's all right. There you go. There you go.
Oh, sorry, Linda.
That's okay. Don't be sorry. Be radiant.
Good plan.
You do her better.
I do. I try.
Okay, mute me, please.
Test 1, 2. Hello. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you might be saved. You might be reborn. You might own a car with a big loud horn. Maybe it's just news on your television. Or it might be God trying to get your attention. Are you an engineer working on a farm? Or a Casanova with a whole lot of charm? It might be a mouse living in your kitchen. Or it might be God trying to get your attention. Well, it might be in the church house, or it might be on the street. Somehow or another, every soul has got to meet. Well, it might be in the city, or it might be in the town. One way or another, you gotta find the higher ground. Well, you might be deaf, or you might be blind. Should put the message right in your mind. Might look like a plan or a coalition, or it might be God trying to get your attention. Or you might be deaf, or you might be dumb. You'll get the answer when the answer comes. It might be news on your television, or it might be God trying to get your attention. It might be news on your television, or it might be God trying to get your attention. Listen to the birds, listen to the trees, listen to the river, listen to the sea, listen to the mountains, listen to the land, listen to the woman, listen to the man, listen to the rain, listen to the wind, listen to your mind, and then listen all over again. No, I think I went long. Whoops.
I was privileged to be here last week when Mo was convincing Matt to give this a try. That's a kept Mo. So. All righty. Okay, now we need to be unmuted again. Okay. All right, announcements. Yep. After the service, after the gathering today, the discussion group will be at 11:45 in the that meditation room. That's what that thing is called. I'm thinking Bee's still here, but she is. Okay, but if you have stuff you wanted to talk about with today's message, this would be the time to do it. The cookbook is now available. There are copies in the bookstore and in the office. They're $20 each. It's a fundraiser for the center, and it's got some stories from me and a fabulous batch of soups that I make that are really, really good, and everything goes to support the center. The men's coffee is Tuesdays at 10:30 at 5th Street Market. The Wednesday gathering this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Reverend Trish, will you still be doing that? Wait. Will you still be doing this Wednesday night? Reverend Trish is doing the Wednesday night on prosperity and how to bring more of it into your life. And let's play with money, 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 money. And Soup for the Soul is Thursdays at noon. This week we are talking about spiritual laws, and I think I'm going to make lasagna soup. It's got ricotta cheese, and it's lasagna in a soup. So, the grief support group is Thursdays at 1:30 in the meditation room. Next Sunday is the first Sunday in June, you guys remember? And Joe Sanders is going to do another walk with us. So he's going to be back this next Sunday to do a walk. Next Saturday is the women's lunch, first Saturday of the month. Bring your own lunch to the social hall at noon. Men's breakfast is next Sunday. Is it at 9 or 8:30? It says 9 here. I thought they'd moved it. But anyway, it's at 9 a.m. The men's breakfast, they meet at the Gateway Grill in Springfield. Next Sunday is Potluck Sunday. Bring your favorite dish, and everybody is welcome. It didn't really come with I didn't have a theme this month, so let's just do something fun. And then in a week and a half, 2 weeks from yesterday, bingo is back, and we've got all kinds of wonderful prizes. Bingo! So, Power of Conscious Choices. The second Sunday in June, my dear friend Christine Green from Portland is going to be down here, and she's going to do the talk that day, and she's going to be talking about her book, A Woman's Guide to Clarity, Courage, and Connections, Break Free of Limiting Beliefs. Wouldn't we all? I think even if you're a guy, you might like to learn how to do that. So, suggested offering is 20, and then June 23rd. Go, Mo. Eddie Eddie Jazzman Watkins is going to be here. He's going to do the Sunday music and be here in concert from 12:30 to 2:30 on the 23rd. So mark your calendars now. You want to be here for this. We will have some snacks so you don't starve to death. And then a special fundraising concert the following Sunday with Mike and Carlene McCornack, featuring our own Matt and Mo. And so it is a month of adventure, of music, of letting go of old beliefs. June is going to be a great kickoff for summertime. So you need to be here every single Sunday. So, because the concerts will not be broadcast. So if you want to see the concert, you have to be here. Okay, the Book Boutique. Head to it after the service if you have any questions. We don't have somebody working in it today, but if you find a book you want, take it into the office and Dale will sell it to you. And there are 1,000 ways to help. Greeting is one of them. Kitchen Angel is one of them. Bookstore is one of them. Sound room, production room is one of them. There are many, many ways. And everybody, when you give, you receive. This is how it works. It's like giving a hug. You can't give a hug without getting a hug. So sacred service is really a wonderful spiritual practice. Thank you to our beloved Ellen Gabehart, who's back today. And Meredith Farrell for the wonderful artwork. And practitioner, that's you. Talk to us about what you do, what we do.
So as practitioner students, we spend about a total of 4 years studying how to explore our consciousness, how to support other people in creating the life that they want to build for themselves. So we are available for you always. And after every Sunday, we're available for a few minutes of affirmative prayer. And our role as practitioners is to either listen to your vision and affirm that from a place of spiritual power, or to help you find that vision of what you want to create, what you want to pull next into your experience, into your life. So please make use of us. And I'd like to introduce our practitioners that are here. I'm Danu Green.
Brady Gaines.
Linda Finley.
And Trish Mackey. No?
She
Okay.
can't talk today.
Oh, okay. My apologies. One more announcement too. Now through June 15th, I am offering a fundraiser to the center. So I am very near to completing my oral panels to be licensed as a practitioner. That's coming June 22nd. And up until then, I would really love some practice with session work. So any donations that you give for a session with me, I'm giving 100% of that back to the center. So sessions are a very sacred space where you can go a little deeper than the couple minutes of affirmative prayer we do on Sundays. And as part of my training as a practitioner, I've had to have 2 sessions every single term of my class. Every single session I have had has been so powerful and shifted things in my life and lifted me up. It is such a special and sacred experience. So please make use of us. Thank you.
Everybody stand, please.
Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, we are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. Take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
If you choose, please repeat after me.
I am
Creating a safe space
creating a
for everyone. And so it is.